Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to the people and whatnot. I am 2 hours early than usual. So if YouTube is not telling y'all I'm on live, you cannot blame me, okay? It's not my fault. I did mention yesterday that I will come live today, that I will probably come on early, and here we are. I got a whole thumbnail and all of those things. So I hope y'all ready to have a good time. Make sure that you're walking into the room, okay? And when you walk into the room, you are liking the video, please and thank you. Making sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Okay, you are making sure to share the video and all of that good stuff that we say every single time we come together as the Black delegation of JayLeesCorner. Okay, because I'm Black, so I can't be there with that. Y'all know I was live with we did a Super Bowl at the Church Chat on Sunday. We had a little Saturday chat and whatnot. So there is other content on the channel. Go watch it. I did review Love at the Lockup after a long time. Okay, I reviewed the new Kelly Rowland and Method Man movie, Relationship Goals. Go look at that. Okay, I'm trying to put content out even on days I'm not live. So if you do not see me with a live show up, it's still other content that you can watch, okay? But today we are here for this right here. All the things going on and whatnot. Like the video, subscribe, share, and stuff. Hello to the people. Hello to those popping in right now. Hello to y'all who will come in later on, because YouTube will tell y'all about 30 minutes I'm on live. They always do that. They always make sure after I've been online for 10, 15, 20, then they get to tell me, oh, you know, Jaylee here, y'all come flooding the gates, okay? So, yeah. Anyway, look, I said to myself, I said, Jaylee, you can't come on here on a Tuesday, okay, after canceling on the Monday and not have a whole thumbnail that's color coordinated, okay? Now I'm looking to find the blacks and the greens, a little bit of the whites around here to make it fit, okay? Let's see. Folks need to keep some things in their heads this process before giving a public opinion. I mean, what that's supposed to mean? Who you talking about? No, now what now? That can be about many things. I'm not sure what it is, but we are here to do what? Get my opinion. Okay. Oh, I forgot my on camera. I forgot. Wait. Hey, how y'all doing? I'm comfy and cozy. Okay, I work home today, so I'm in my nice little comfortable outfit and whatnot. So again, a good time. Look, I was saving stuff on the eye of the G. Okay, because I said, girl, people is talking and things are going on. So please be sure to have your topics in here. Okay. Because between, a little bit of Meg, okay, GloRilla versus the fact that they call them GloRilla sister. BroRilla, I'm like, I mean, but it's great. Okay, so it's GloRilla and BroRilla. Chris Brown, his little backlash because he should shut up sometimes. Okay, Cardi and Stefon of it all, like Epps versus Nicki Minaj. Tamar being a messy little trollop that she is. I swear, Tamar gets on my nerves. Tamar gets on all my nerves. JayLeesCorner been fighting. I said, sir, go sit down somewhere, okay? A little bit of Bad Bunny conversation, whatever. Jay-Z, Stefon, and then whatever else that pops up in the thing, okay? But again, make sure y'all are liking and commenting, okay? But hello to anyone popping in. If you are here, say hi, okay? Don't be rude. Say something. You can't just be sitting around here not talking to me. I'm talking to y'all, so talk to me, okay? I look so bright. It's real bright. You can, girl, I'm like, why so bright? Girl, I'm not that bright in real life. Girl, I look Caucasian a little bit. Let me get into sharing my screen because I feel like I have lots to discuss. So I don't want to wait much longer. Okay. And again, if you're coming in late, welcome. Okay. Hello. Okay. Hey to y'all and whatnot. Now I want to start. Well, first I want to start with it's a Wendy Williams. Her daddy died. Oh, I gotta scroll down and find it. I want to get the death out the way so the rest of it can be, the other things. But I saved it and I don't know where it is. But Wendy Williams, and I had just seen pictures of Wendy right here. We had just seen pictures of Wendy with her brother or whatever. She looked great. Her daddy died. He was 94 years old and whatnot. Wendy's niece announced his passing. Okay, Mr. Thomas D. Williams. Okay, her mom passed away years ago, back when she was on her show still. But again, rest in peace to Wendy Williams' daddy. Now, I still need them to put her niece and her sister in charge of her because the daddy gone now, so he can't do it. So again, rest in peace to the man and whatnot. And I said I did not want to forget that because that happened. Oh, this is a couple days ago. It was 2 days ago that he passed away. 94 is a long, blessed life. And so that is a good thing. You don't look, 94 is a blessing. Okay, 94, 84, all of that is a bless of the sin. Okay. Now I think that's the only death, thank God, that we had to get into today. Okay. Now, some of the foolishness going on with people's when I had seen this, I said, "Now what happened?" And I don't know why folk be squatting. I could not be a squatter. I could not see myself living somewhere that I don't have the right to be, and then not knowing when someone gonna come put all my shit out. Is weird to me. This is woman who was convicted of squatting in a $2.3 million mansion in Maryland, was released from jail after 11 days, appears to return to the property as her attorney struggles to explain how she gained access. Why y'all squatting? Go get a job and get a lease. Okay, now the judge has sentenced her for squatting in his 2.3, but is it Bethesda home? Tamika Good is now free and appears to have returned to the property. They would say she unlawfully occupied. Now, first of all, if y'all put her ass out of the property and y'all had 11 days to lock all the doors, to change all the locks, to fix all the windows she can climb back through. Okay, she got out of Montgomery County Jail 11 days after her conviction as opposed to a $5,000 bond. She was first sentenced to 90 days after being found guilty on all charges. Within hours of her release, security cameras fully show her back around the house. Now, first of all, if you are squatting somewhere that you're not supposed to be squatting, can't the landlord like beat you up? Is that against the law? If you have the right to live in my property illegally, I should have the right to at least push you down my stairs. Don't kill you. You might break a leg. Well, if you break a leg on my property, that's on you. Attorney Alex J. Webster III spoke with Spotlight on Maryland and was pressed on how his client gained access to the home. After on a pause and denied a request to cut the interview, he said, "What Ms. Good did her research, not research. How do you research stealing? I guess you can. She did her research. She found out that a certain property was under the control of a certain group. That was a title issue. Due to the title issue, she was able to assume the property under squatter's right. Bitch, you know how much of a low down, dirty POS you have to be to try to figure out how can I steal someone else's property. That's like saying if I am outside and someone's car is sitting outside and I feel like, well, the bank owned the car. Okay, the person who using the car is making payments. So they, it's kind of, I don't know. So I am going to take the car until girl, if you, look, I could not own property and I'm going to jail for abuse. I am going to jail for beating someone up for stealing my property. Because when someone says, well, she did her research and she, under squatters' right, bitch, you a squatter. Hold on, let's play.
11 days later, Good was released on appeal on February 2nd after posting a $5,000 cash bond. Activities at the house started again soon after her release. For days, a woman wearing similar shoes and green pants was seen moving in and out of the alleged Bethesda squatter home. We spoke with Alex Webster about his client.
Look, there's a question. It's really the number one question on everybody's mind. How would your client, Ms. Tamika Good, get inside a $2.3 million property?
First of all, her attorney's a squatter. Okay? He looked like he's squatting in someone's law office. Okay? Is he a clerk?
Cut. I don't know if I can answer that. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Can I cut?
No, nigga, you don't run this. That's how you know he is not a legal attorney. Okay? He is an online attorney.
Rolling.
We're rolling, my friend. Yeah.
When a scammer is trying to figure out how to scam a little bit more, okay, when a scammer is trying to figure out in their brain, how can I get out of this? You know what? She didn't rob the bank. Okay, she took out a loan without the permission of the banker. Okay, she didn't rob the bank for no money. It was a unrequested loan amount that she acquired by putting her hand in the bank teller's drawer, withdrew the money. She doesn't ask for permission. He is trying to figure out how to lie on camera. I don't even want an attorney who need 35 seconds to come up with a lie. Your whole job is to help me lie, nigga. Why you so quiet?
All right, can you re-ask the question?
Sure, absolutely.
11 days later, Good was
absolutely. So the number one question on everybody's mind is how your client, Ms. Tamika Good, got into a $2.3 million property.
Well, Miss Good did her research. She found out that a certain property um, was under the control of a certain group, and that there was a title issue. Due to the title issue, she was able to assume the property under squatters' rights.
Now, who the fuck makes squatters have rights? At what point, who said, you know what? We need to get people who don't want to pay no bills, who don't have access to no kind of residence. We need them to have rights to steal a house from people. I'm gonna Google it. Who gave squatters? I just wonder. Squatters' rights or adverse possession weren't created by a single person, but evolved from ancient English common law. Bitch, oh what? Slavery. It sounds like slavery. It sounds like you went and took some shit that did not belong to you, brought it over here. Girl, it said brought to the U.S. to encourage land use and prevent waste by ensuring abandoned property gets used with laws formalized by state legislators to settle land disputes and provide a legal process for long-term occupants to gain title if owners neglect property. Key points will stem from medieval England, where courts favor occupants if owners didn't act. Later kind of girl, the U.S. Homestead Act of 1862. Every thief in the world is going to be looking at every house that is malnourished, meaning not being taken care of, and gonna try to. Now, look, this is my thing. There is a difference between, hey, this house is literally abandoned. No one owns it. No one owns this home. I'm going to take it because nobody owns it. That's one thing. If no one owns a house and it is sitting vacant and it's not whatever, I can understand if there's a legal way to acquire said house. However, if anyone owns that house, no one should be able to say, because you don't live in it, it's now mine. Now, this punk ass lawyer, girl.
So in Maryland, there isn't a particular squatter right. Am I missing something?
Well, it's not a particular squatter's right, but it's known as squatter right.
Absolutely. So number one.
So this is the lady. Now, the first thing was this woman that flaunted her lifestyle on social media. So hold on. She was flaunting her lifestyle on social media.
4th of July weekend, the house that we're talking about was up for sale, and we heard there was a new buyer that was interested. Sounded like they were going to close around that period of time, and some new people moved in. We were aware that the sale had not closed, and the new occupants were unlawfully occupying the building.
She was showing off stolen goods. Whoever owned the house, you gotta have a little cousin. Get your little cousin, go beat her up. That's simple. Okay, get your little cousin to beat up this squatter because girl. And I know each state has different rules, regulations, and process. So it's different because he just said in Maryland there are no squatters' rights. So if there are no squatters' rights in Maryland, how the fuck is she the girl? I would be in jail. I would literally be in jail. We fist fighting. Anyway, I hope he get disbarred because he's a horrible lawyer. Any attorney who helps you break the law is a. Let me take that back. Everyone has a right to get defense counsel. Okay. Period. However, you can't help your client break the law from the start. That makes you an accomplice. You can't even lie right. You can't lie. You should be, girl. Anyway, y'all, they still in houses over there and police and watch out. Now, also, bitch, what? Now, I'm talking a lot of violence today. Daycare worker arrested because she allegedly gave toddlers laxatives to have them sent home because she was overwhelmed. Bitch, then quit your job.
Say Juarez, who is from Sycamore, gave chewable laxatives to 3 children who were 2 years of age or younger. The mother we spoke to says her toddler has been suffering from diarrhea for the past 2 months. After doctor visits and switching the child's formula, nothing worked.
We thought it could have been a virus, and that was negative, but he was not diagnosed with any stomach bug or anything either.
Then on Monday, the mother says she learned the unimaginable.
We found out from the director that she had fired her employee because she allegedly was giving them these laxatives and saying that it was candy so that they could get sent home because she was overwhelmed. It's disgusting.
First of all, I blame the daycare in full because why all the kids around there shitting? That means usually there's a bug going around at that location. Shut the shit down. Spray paint the paste down with Pine Sol and Lysol, clean it on out. But why did no one question why all the kids at this one location got the boo-boos?
Get another job then.
The child's father says the learning experience policy is a sick child must be sent home and remain home for 24 hours. On Tuesday, the couple was among other parents with children attending the learning experience here on the 2400 block of West Main Street that contacted St. Charles Police. Police say their investigation confirmed what the parents were alleging. Juarez, who is 23 years old and studied early childhood education at NIU, turned herself in to police.
Now, first of all, she should have came in with 2 black eyes, a busted lip, a whole bunch of belt marks, okay, a bald spot for where I yanked her.
The Kane County State's Attorney's Office approved 3 misdemeanor counts of
misdemeanor
attempted aggravated battery, bodily harm of a victim under the age of 13, and 3 misdemeanor counts of endangering the
misdemeanor
life or health of a child. Police say Juarez, who is from Sycamore, gave chewable laxatives.
I don't understand why I never you never know the sadistic, ridiculous antics of people until you kill them. Because I'm bringing my child to the daycare, and because your worker don't want to work, they give my child. And first of all, no worker should be able to give children anything that is not brought in by the parent. There should be there should be a rule. Okay, there should be a rule. Only clearly identified foods, snacks, chewables given to children, they have to be labeled, they have to be approved. You should not have a random ass worker giving kids random ass chewable anythings. It could be crack. Okay, it could be crack. And the kick, yeah, she will never be able to work in any healthcare field, anything with children, because as soon as they run the damn background check, her name will be flagged. Because the bitch gave If a child is given a laxative that is too heavy for their system, they could die. So you chose to say, well, you know what? I don't want to work. It's too many kids. Fuck it. I'm going to get the kids some laxative. They got to go home. And then the parents are scared because while my child got diarrhea consistently, if you do not want to do your job, go home, quit. You should never do something that makes the people you work with sick. Because if you do it to me, I'm going to kill you. It's that simple. It's really that simple. And I don't like that she only got misdemeanors. But again, a parent gonna catch her ass. A parent gonna catch her and punch her in the throat a couple times. And if it happens, I don't get send her to prison immediately. I need people to control their anger. I need folk to control them. Now, you know how to sit up and beat somebody else, my child. I also need people to know when not to get violent. Okay. The only time you should get violent is when you are defending yourself or your child. Okay. You should not get violent simply because you're upset at something. Okay. 25-year-old woman accused of brutally assaulting her ex-boyfriend's female friend with a roller skate. Okay. Then bragged about it on social medias. Victim had 2 black eyes, a concussion, and a broken tooth. Why? The dick ain't never worth it. I'm telling y'all, good dick is not worth prison. It isn't. I don't know why y'all think the dick's so good. We not together no more. I'm upset. I'm gonna commit a crime. Girl, for why? For what? Okay. Police say a jealous ex-girlfriend in Arizona allegedly attacked another woman with a roller skate at a skating rink to send a message to her ex. Girl, what's the message? I'm in prison now. You do know that now you're in prison. You're in jail. You can't even get to it. You can't get dick in prison. You can fuck a guard, but you can't legally, easily, conveniently, safely get dick in prison. You can't. You can't. Okay. Parlon crime investigators said 25-year-old is it Justic Cofield snuck up on the victim at Great Skate in Glendale on January 25th, holding a roller skate in each hand. Girl, he had 2 roller skates. Bow. Girl, not 2 roller skates. Anyway, surveillance footage reportedly shows her swinging one skate and smashing the woman in the head, knocking her to the ground, then jumping on her and continuing to beat. Girl, that is. I think that might be either felonious assault with a deadly weapon, doing great bodily harm. It can almost be attempted murder. Because you hit someone in the head with a skate, you can kill them. Okay, so again, she beat the girl up, jumped on her, kept beating her. Again, she had 2 black eyes, a concussion, facial swelling in the chips, and broken teeth. Bitch, you chipped my teeth, girl. Why? They say she later bragged about the assault on Instagram. Not on Instagram. Y'all do know the police watch social media. So when you admit to your crimes on social media, they're watching you. It's called evidence. Okay. So she bragged about the assault on Instagram and even matches the victim. So you sent proof for the prosecution. Okay. She matches the victim, admitting that she hit her with a skate and kept attacking her despite someone trying to intervene. Police say she made it clear the attack was intentional and fueled by jealousy because the victim was friends with her ex-boyfriend. That's called premeditation. Okay, that is premeditated assault. It is girl prison jail. Okay. It's as if that wasn't enough. Officer said she claimed online that if the fight had happened outside, she would have used a pole. A pole, bitch. A pole? What kind of pole? Like a light pole? A parking pole? When the police tried to arrest her, she ran, then caused chaos and custody by throwing chairs, damaging the door, and the resisting officers. Okay, she's now charged with aggravated assault, destruction of property, and resisting arrest. She's with girl. She's now held on $151,000 bond. Is he gonna get you out? You did all of that for that dick. Is the dick going to bail you out of jail? Will the dick come visit you? Will they put money on your books? Y'all, good dick ain't not. Look, I promise y'all, for every one good dick is more out here. Or go get a dildo. I don't know. But stop doing things that get you arrested over some penis. It's stupid. It's dumb. Okay. Also, y'all stop having fake money. Man shot in the neck after fake Facebook money post bring armed thief to a door. Look. You should not, no one to be posting their wealth. Let alone posting their wealth and letting folk know where you at. Okay, it's just stupid. And girl, now this money is what I guess what he posted. Okay.
He just stuck the gun straight to the back of my head and pulled the trigger. I couldn't believe it. Over a fake post.
An Indianapolis man recovering after being wounded during a home invasion on the city's west side.
CBS 4's Jesse Wells spoke to that victim, as you saw, who explains firsthand what led to that violence.
The victim spent the last few days in the hospital after being shot in the back of the neck inside his own home here behind me. Luckily, that victim survived his injuries and lived to tell the tale. He says the violence all started with a post on social media.
Well, one, no one should know where you stay. Okay, that's one. Two, if people do know where you stay, they should only be trusted people. So if someone know where you stay and you get robbed, that's an inside job.
Early Monday morning, two armed thieves stormed into a West Side home intent on robbing a 64-year-old man as he slept.
He said, "Where the money at? Where the money at? I've seen what you posted on Facebook. Where the money at?"
Anthony says 2 days before the attempted robbery, someone called him broke on social media. So he posted this picture of a stack of cash from an old Facebook memory. Only to find himself explaining to his attacker that it wasn't his money.
I kept trying to beat in his head that it was fake. I said, man, it was a prank. It was fake.
Anthony says when the intruders realized there wasn't a pile of cash hidden inside the home here on Patricia Street, they didn't just leave. Instead, after repeatedly pistol whipping and choking him, one of the suspects shot him execution style in the back of the neck.
He just stuck the gun straight to the back of my head and pulled the trigger.
Nigga, how you alive? Girl, God saved you. Because a shot to girl, look, first of all, if someone call you broke, you posting fake money makes you broke. You prove a point. That's part one. That's part one. Part two is, why would you post fake money on social media? That means someone was watching you. That you want to get robbed, that you want to get beat up. What is wrong with you, nigga? What is wrong with you?
I couldn't believe it.
I can.
Over a fake post. Came out right there. I couldn't believe it, man.
The bullet went in the back of his neck and came out his titty, girl.
Bullet exited through Anthony's chest. Shortly after the suspects fled, police showed up and rushed Anthony to the hospital in critical condition, unsure if he'd survive.
I said to myself, I'm about to die over a fake post. That's what I was saying to myself.
First of all, sir, you too fucking old. You too old to be up here beefing with people over fake money. And girl, you in your 60s. You're in your 60s.
Still.
Although the police report includes very few details, Anthony recalls the suspects announced themselves as police during the break, only to find himself explaining in and even wore tactical vests.
They had a bulletproof vest on with the jacket.
They got that from Amazon.
The police on both sides, front and back.
Anthony just hopes the suspects are caught, because if they're willing to kill over this pile of old cash, who knows what else they'll do.
Now, first of all, No one has a right to come to your house and try to kill you over your own property. Even if that man really had that money, that doesn't make it right. Made that clear. Okay. Even if he had that money, it does not mean that anyone should come to his house and try to rob him. However, you also should not be out here flossing fake money on social media for clicks and views, and you see what happened. They came around there, they called your bluff. Times is hard, right? Let's see, that's 2, 4, 6, 8. What's this? It's a lot of money, okay?
That wasn't even called for. He didn't have to do all that. Once he found out it wasn't real, he should have just left.
So far, no.
He like, nah, nigga, look, he done paid for the Amazon vest. Okay, they got a gun from somewhere, probably from Walmart. They had to put gas in the car to drive over there in the middle of the night. Okay, they probably hot. They all bundled up. They upset. All wrong, by the way. However, you cannot be out here flossing fake money in an environment and in a climate where people just broke and need money and need help. Okay, and they think and you up, I got all the money. They think you got money to spare. So y'all stop being stupid. Stop being dumb.
No arrests have been made in this case, but as always, anyone with information on this shooting can contact either IMPD or Crime Stoppers. Jesse Wells.
Now, I hope they catch the culprits. I really, really, really do. Catch them, because you're right. Anybody willing to break in your house at whatever time of night, and they should be off the street. So yes, catch them fools, absolutely. Also, do not be out here flossing fake money. It can get you killed. Okay, it can get you killed. Folks gonna rent fake outfits from Amazon and come rob your ass, and they will not think about it later. Okay, I'm like, now why would you do that? Again, I need people to not do dumb shit over penis. Okay, a 22-year-old woman from Texas arrested for fatally stabbing her boyfriend with a screwdriver. You know how upset you have to be to go get a screwdriver and then actively use it as a weapon to kill somebody. Okay, again, because to me that means you're crazy. Now, unless he was beating you up first and you defending yourself, that's one thing. Okay, but it seemed like you lied about that, and now you want to that man dead.
This loss. They say he was actually doing well during his recovery until he suddenly passed away.
Everyone he was around, he made happier. He was the life of the party.
Keelan Foreman's family says at just 21 years old, he had a presence that filled every room.
Very protective, very protective. He did so much, did so much for everybody.
But that presence is now missed.
It's hurt, like, it's a different kind of hurt.
According to court documents, he was attacked near Laura Copy Road and Lockwood Drive on December 27th.
Oh, the streets?
Court records say the suspect, 23-year-old Jayla Brown, told detectives she was in an on and off relationship with Foreman, and the two were arguing outside her vehicle when she alleges he hit her. But after looking through surveillance video from a nearby business, detectives say there was no evidence backing Brown's claims, but that there was video showing Brown hitting Foreman, knocking him to the ground and attacking him while she had a long, thin object in her right hand.
Why do y'all commit crimes and there's cameras everywhere? First of all, when people say we've been in an on again, off again relationship for several years, that means y'all ain't supposed to be together. You're not supposed to be together. First of all, he 21. You 23. So it's a teenage girl.
According to detectives, Brown told them she was going to drive Foreman to the hospital, but didn't have enough gas, so she stopped at a gas station and asked someone to call 911. That's where officers found Foreman unconscious and bleeding before he was rushed to the hospital.
You was out there fussing with some man and ain't no gas in the car?
according to the documents.
I had to like put a tube in his head. It was just a lot. And his left side was paralyzed.
Foreman's family says after the stabbing, he was slowly recovering.
Once he started communicating with us, it was a breath of fresh air because he was coming back.
But then one night while in rehab,
He said, this stuff is making my head hurt. And that's when he was going into a seizure. But we thought everything was coming along. It seemed like everything was going to be good. And it wasn't. It took a turn for the worse.
According to the family, Foreman died a little over 3 weeks after the attack. Autopsy reports show the injuries were from a screwdriver, and Brown now faces a murder charge for Foreman's death.
She should look. Yeah, no, I don't like joke. I don't like joking about that. And I'm not trying to joke about that, but this is crazy. One, y'all too young to even be going through all this bullshit. That's part one. Part two, bitch, who has a screwdriver in their car? Like, where did you get the screwdriver from? Okay. To me, if you outside somewhere with no gas in your car, okay, with a screwdriver, fussing with your 21-year-old on again, off again person, you're looking to do some dumb shit. Period. Okay. And it's sad because it's like, girl, why are you so mad? Again, the dick ain't worth it. Okay. A machete. Girl, what kind of a machete in your purse? Now, back in the day, in my former years, in my former life, which I say this, well, look, a long, when I look, every opinion I have, mainly my opinions, are based on something I either lived or I know someone who has done whatever. Okay. So a long time ago, I used to carry eyebrow archers in my purse, or I would carry an eyebrow archer in my bra. Okay. Because no one thinks about an eyebrow archer as a weapon. Okay. And they're small enough to where no one really notices if you pull one out. Okay. So, but that was only in defense of myself. Okay. I wasn't out here just attacking people. You know what I'm saying? But if we scrap it, it's gonna go down. So my point is, I'm not showing up trying to murder anybody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do that. And I'm only going to do enough to get you up off me, bitch. Okay? Or I'm gonna make it to where when we done fighting, you will remember me. You ain't gonna die. You're not gonna die. You're gonna live a long life. Okay? And maybe, 20, 30 years later, after a fight with Jaylee, you might still remember me. Okay? Because you look different now. However, I was never trying to murder any damn body. Okay? I feel like stabbing somebody with a screwdriver, you're trying to, that's like a knife. That's a knife. That's like it's great. Look, I don't do that anymore. I am a refined person. But back in the day, allegedly, okay, allegedly, bitch. You know, look, there are plenty of there's at least. Oh God! So this, look, the statute of limitations, I feel like have expired. Okay, I probably was 20. I don't think I was 21 yet. Okay. And an associate of mine, like, she did not like the fact that a guy she liked me. I can't control who likes me. I never even gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And we were all hanging out at the dollar show at Universal Mall over on the Quinta. Okay. And we were in the theater. It was me. It was like 8 of us. And I was with the guy she liked, but I'm like, bitch, it's not my fault. He liked me. What do you want me to do? We're not even that cool. And in the theater, for some reason, she made a decision to start fussing with me. And back then, 19, 20-year-old Jaylee, my temper was something to fear. Okay. I don't fuss a lot, bitch. Leave me alone. I don't play. And she just kept just mouthing. She kept with this. And now I'm like, bitch, okay, when we leave out of here, we're gonna talk that shit outside, bitch. And the movie ended, and we were leaving, and we were walking to the car, and for some reason, she kept. Now we was in the same car because we had a mutual friend. Now, I think I was in the front seat and she was in the back seat. No, she was in the front seat and I was in the back seat. I purposely sat in the back seat behind her because I am a person. And she kept talking shit. And Rain was like, just stop. You know what I'm saying? Just cut it because Rain know me. And I said, call me a bitch one more time, ho. And she did. And I just remember going across from the back to the front, swinging. And she was swinging back at me as well. But because I was how I was back then, so you go in your bra, okay, you pull out with, girl, fight ensue. And again, when you're fighting someone, you don't feel stuff. Okay. And we was fighting. Rain pulled over. We in the parking lot out there and with white people. And I remember getting out the car and walking away. And I had a long blue jean jacket, and Rain was like, girl, you was walking in the coat, was blowing in the wind. And so all I heard Rain yelling after I walked away was, where is blood coming from? I'm like, I don't know. And I left, walked to, I think it was a Marshall's. It had been called TJ Maxx back then. I walked in there, went to the dressing room, wiped my stuff off, okay? And then as I was walking, you just toss, you just do a little toss, and you keep walking. And for years, I denied stuff. And like maybe 4 years later, Mom was like, did you ever? I said, yeah. I didn't. I do a core. No, I didn't pull a Corium. I pulled a Jaylee. I absolutely pulled a Jaylee. But my thought process wasn't, I'm trying to harm this girl. But bitch, stop talking crazy to me. Don't do all this crazy shit with me at all. And I never planned to do nothing, but we in the car fussing, arguing, okay, bitch, let's fight. Boom. And so to this day, there's it was from here to here. So I never had any intention of whatever. So it's the difference between you defending yourself and not trying to murder someone, versus you get into a little squabble with somebody, and you happen to have whatever on your person, you know, and whatever. Look. I wasn't a thug per se. But I had a temper. And you know, Detroit is different. Like back then, we wasn't like we ain't gonna shoot, we gonna fight and let it be what it is and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? We keep it pushing. So, you know, we keep it pushing. Thank God. Yeah. But you have to know when to defend yourself properly versus you killing some damn body with a fucking screwdriver and then, you know, lying about it. Now, I believe, did she go to the, I think she may have went to the, I think she threatened to call the police. I don't know if she ever did call the police. But I think 2 steps ahead, period. And back then, if your dude's scrapping and the dude's fighting, they're not thinking about you. But if you just, you know what I'm saying, move, stop, no. Why did they cut up? I don't know how they cut up. I don't know what happened. So it came in handy, okay? You defend yourself versus trying to murder someone. There's a way if you are fighting someone and you want them to remember you forever. Okay? And you think first. I was thinking leaving the theater because I think that day I had my eyebrow arch in my purse. And I remember, I think I took it from my purse, put it in my bra, walked into the car, Rain got in the driver's seat, Oprah got in the passenger seat, I got behind her in the back seat. And I'm like, if she don't say shit, I'm cool. But if you keep talking, it's gonna happen. And then she kept talking and kept fussing. And so, you know, stop. So she didn't need, I do think she had to get stitches, but she didn't need like surgery. She didn't need surgery. But it's a difference. You have to know how to defend yourself, but you don't want to kill no damn body. You know what I'm saying? And so but again, I'm 44 now. I think I was 19, maybe 20. And the kicker is when I got home, because I called my mom to come pick me up. I'm like, Mom, I got into a fight with blah, 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 blah. She's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, she kept talking stuff, whatever. And I walked away, but I think I beat her up bad. So come get me. But I had to be sure when Mama came and got me, I couldn't have, no blood on me or whatever. And so at home, when the girl called, like, I'm all cut up. I said, mine, what? I ain't do nothing. And the girl said, she must have had a razor. I said, Mama, my eyebrow archer's up there in the bathroom. I had 2. I said, Mom, go upstairs, you will see it. And Mama went upstairs and it was in the bathroom. Okay, I said, see. She said, no, the thing is up and up. It's here. And she went upstairs. So I lied, girl. Anyway, that's a story time for y'all. But again, my only point is, so when I say stuff like the dick is never worth it, I'm not speaking in a way of saying I was harmed because I wanted dick. No, bitch, I've hurt people because they wanted. No, girl, and that nigga gay now, so you got cut up for no reason. He was fucking dudes after the. What do you mean? So you should never do something that causes you to get hurt, get harmed, go to jail because you were so emotional over some dick. And now I wasn't even fucking that man at that time. Did I fuck him before? I don't know. And he ended up being gay. And he got and that was the whole thing as well. I think I told you anyway. Child, but again, life look. Life now is different. Okay, I have a good life now. I'm not into none of that mess. I have a good time. I will have a good time, child. And I ain't fighting over dick. Okay, stop doing dumb shit over penis. That's my point. Let's get into these celebrity things going on, y'all. Let's cleanse the air because I don't know how I let y'all talk me into giving that story up, girl. I don't know if I ever told that story before. Y'all like the video. So many things to get into. First of all, now let's get into some of the dumb stuff. Okay, let's get into some of the Caucasianness. Okay, that we have to sometimes say we don't like you anymore. Okay, you are off of the list. You cannot come to any of our parties anymore. Kid Rock is from Detroit. Well, is he from Detroit? Him or? I think he's from maybe the surrounding. I don't think Kid Rock is from Detroit. I feel like Kid Rock is from a surrounding city of Detroit. Okay, I don't even think Eminem from Detroit. I was like he's from like Warren, not here. Anyway, Kid Rock, who I used to like, Kid Rock, wearing a Detroit hat, was trying to be like the anti-Super Bowl, anti-Bad Bunny, anti-inclusion, anti all the stuff that we like. And he was with the white lady talking, and he was complaining about the Super Bowl. Let's listen.
Most people, I didn't understand any of it. I mean, I saw there's a lot of dancers and a lot of big to-do stuff, and he said he wanted to have a dance party. It looked like he had one. Not my cup of tea, but I don't fault that kid for, doing the Super Bowl, getting in front of a global audience. Like most people, I didn't understand any of it.
Now, sir, what does that matter? They're Macomb County people. Detroit is Wayne County. Okay, when folk tell you, I'm from Warren, I'm from any other place that ain't 313, not 586, not 248, not 734. Okay, if you are not from Detroit, okay, Wayne County, the correct side of 8 Mile. Okay, so I don't want anyone being confused. Kid Rock is not from Detroit. Okay, Eminem is not from Detroit. Now, Big Sean, Cash Doll, those are people from Detroit, okay? But not this motherfucker. But even saying that, you didn't understand, it doesn't, it's so weird that people say, well, I didn't, so what? So, I don't know what some folks say in English.
I fault the NFL for putting him in that position, and Turning Point for having to come out and have an alternative for people to watch, No
one watched you. No one watched Turning Point. Okay, no one watched the toilet paper version of the Super Bowl performance show. No one. No, I don't know. Not that person. I didn't even see any hashtag, any tweets, any TikToks of anyone at that event that they had. So I don't know where your Caucasian friend was. You couldn't even fill the stadium.
Oh, it's just poor kid.
Poor rich kid.
Poor rich kid. So I would think back 2016 when Colin Kaepernick took a knee, to protest. I think it was racial injustice and police brutality and everything that, the guy.
And don't let the fact that Kid Rock is trying to confuse y'all with the Detroit hat to make y'all feel like we don't agree with him. We don't rock with him. So the Detroit hat, just ignore it. Just please ignore it.
A lot of people's panties in a bunch, self included. I did not agree with him, but I would think back 2000. Nonetheless, he's got the right to you know, speak his mind, do his thing. And Roger Goodell really had a real problem on his hand back then. And I think he was like, how do I get out of this and, you know, keep making the tens upon millions of dollars a year that I make? You know, nonetheless, he's got the, you know, in a predominantly male black league.
Male black lead. Male blacks. Yep. Who run the NFL? The male blacks. Okay.
So he goes like, well, maybe Jay-Z will do it, which nothing against Jay-Z. I respect him for his hustle. And I'm, you know.
You know what? When white people like to say, oh, I respect them and their hustle. Why is that when they speak of black people and our success, we are hustlers? But when the Caucasianites around here do shit, oh, they work so hard. They pull themselves up by the bootstraps. But y'all want to say, oh, I respect his hustle. He didn't hustle. He worked. He worked. He worked. Again, tell me you racist without telling me you racist. Oh, I respect him his hustle. He didn't hustle anybody. He worked for it. And it wasn't easy. If making it to billionaire status was easy, everyone would do it. Okay, if making it was easy and if everyone could just hustle their way to be a Jay-Z, an Oprah, a Tyler Perry, anybody, any of the rich elite, hell, the white folk too, everyone will hustle. That ain't how it works.
It was music, but it seems like
even crack dealers can't hustle their way to the top. Everybody can't be Pablo Escobar. Everybody can't be Franklin Saint. Everybody can't be Free Ricky Ross. Everyone can't do that. You have to work your way up, whether you are a drug dealer or a CEO or whatever else.
There's a little bit of a DEI hire there going.
I hire. You calling Jay-Z a girl?
On, you know, in a predominantly male black league. So he goes like, well, maybe Jay-Z will do it, which nothing against Jay-Z. I respect him for his hustle and, you know, his music. But it seems like there's a little bit of a DEI hire there going on, you know, to kind of like, you know, like, oh, you know, black guys love Jay-Z. And of course,
because the blacks love Jay-Z, or, you know, the blacks, they love Jay-Z. All the blacks love him. Get them in here. Get the DEI hustling Jay-Z in here to get all these niggers in place. Oh,
of course, I'm not that ignorant. I know a lot of us love Jay-Z, not just black guys. But in the league where he had this problem, it seemed like, you know, oh, we'll bring him in. And so, you know, Jay-Z's not going to take that position of pop. Kind of like, you know, like, oh, he brings in Jay-Z. And what's Jay-Z going to do? He's going to do right by his base. That's where you had Kendrick Lamar last year. A lot of people didn't get. I respect Kendrick Lamar, but wasn't my cup of tea. And, you know, then this year you're like, wow, they're going to double down. And to me, it was kind of just like another middle finger to, oh, he brings in Jay-Z. And what's Jay-Z going to do? Down. And to me, it was kind of just like another middle finger to conservatives, to the MAGA, you know, crowd, to my base, to everything. Yeah.
He had a full conversation with Code 45 on what to say. Let's see who I feel like, you know, he's saying Jay-Z, you know, who has played the Super Bowl since Jay-Z took over. I just feel like, let's see, since Jay-Z took over, they said Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, The Weeknd, Dr. Dre, Rihanna, Usher, Kendrick Lamar. But I feel like, but who? Let's see a deeper dive. Let's see who did all of the Super Bowls. Because trying to make it seem like, well, I want to see who did it in period. Shakira, J-Lo, The Weeknd, Dre and them, Anderson .Paak and them, Rihanna, Usher, Alicia Keys, Kendrick, Bad Bunny, Lady. I just feel like it's a bunch of bullshit. Kid Rock used to act black. Kid Rock used to be black adjacent. Kid Rock used to really want people to look at him and accept him. There is no Caucasian artist who raps or whatever from Michigan who doesn't want a piece of the Black delegation on their side. So I feel like he's acting like, well, the Blacks have taken over. And it's like, so who should perform? Super Bowl, you know, halftime shows. I just wonder who it was. No, not the Bad Bunny. Okay, let's go back a few years because it's easy to blame Jay-Z. Let's see, we had Bad Bunny this year, Kendrick Lamar, Usher, Special Guest, Rihanna, Eminem, The Weeknd, Shakira, them, Maroon 5, Travis Scott, Big Boy, Justin Timberlake, Lady Gaga, Coldplay, Katy Perry, girl, Bruno Mars, Beyonce, Madonna, the Black Eyed Peas, The Who. I don't even know who The Who is. Bruce Springsteen, Tom Petty, Prince, still scrolling, the Rolling Stones, Paul McCartney, Janet Jackson. In 2004, Janet Jackson, Kid Rock, P. Diddy, Nelly, and Justin Timberlake. 2004. Shania Twain, No Doubt, Sting, U2, the kings of rock and pop, Aerosmith, and Sing, Britney Spears, and them. So I feel like for a long time, we barely had our feet in the door performing. And now that they are kind of balancing it out, y'all upset, y'all mad? Y'all mad, but he performed with Janet, P. Diddy, Nelly, and JT in 2004. Paul McCartney, the Rolling Stones. I feel like, sir, go suck a dick. And I mean that with all of the things in me. And yeah, I agree. Since the NFL is mostly Black men, like he said, why not have performers of color for the right? So y'all want the athletes to damn near break their bodies to entertain y'all, but God forbid you have performers who aren't white. Because that's what it is. It's we want some people who aren't white. Now, a white woman, and we don't care. Jill Zarin, she used to be on Housewives of, I think, I've never watched the New York cast, but she was on that. She went on a little rant, child, called Caucasianness. Again, the Caucasian people were upset. Okay. And she then went and said this and got fired.
So we all agree.
To me, this sums up what Kid Rock and them, what Code 45 and them felt about the Super Bowl.
Now we all agree. I agree. I said it before that it was the worst halftime show ever. And it's 250 years that we're celebrating right now in the United States. And I just don't think it was appropriate to have it in Spanish. And quite frankly, I didn't need to see him grabbing his, G area. I think it was totally inappropriate.
Didn't J-Lo and Shakira have a stripper pole? Didn't J-Lo and Shakira's halftime show include a stripper pole? If I'm not mistaken, now they didn't strip, but it was a pole there. But God forbid there's some gyrating going on. Girl, gyrating is fun. It's how y'all got here.
All these young kids watching the Super Bowl, and he doesn't have to be grabbing himself every 5 seconds. Is he so insecure? Seriously, I didn't understand it. I don't speak Spanish. I would have liked to have known the words he was saying. To me, it looked like a political statement because
when French singers or when people sing the opera and they're not singing in English, does anyone go to an opera and say, I want that in English? If it would have been a French opera singer singing, would anyone have cared? When J-Lo and Shakira be singing in their language, did any one of us, girl?
Because there were literally no white people in the entire thing.
Oh, there were no white people. Now, Lady Gaga is white. Okay, she was there. Okay, there were no white people. That's why they are upset. God forbid anything does not have. It doesn't include a face full of white people.
I think it was a political statement, and I'm not taking a side one way or the other. I just do. I think it was an ICE thing. And I just think that the NFL sold out, and it's very sad because this was 75 years. And, shame. Shame.
So she posted that again. Housewives of New York was a huge show. She used to be on that show. They were getting a new spinoff on E! News. She got fired. The show she was supposed to be on, they fired her because of what she said. Again, trying to make this, it was an ICE girl. What, bitch? All because there were no white people. So Kid Rock saying, well, they got Jay-Z the DI hire. Okay. The blacks are taking over. No one wants to deal with the blacks. Well, get the on somewhere. Okay. Now, separately, hold on. Chris Brown. Okay. Now, I touched on this Sunday on my recap or whatever. However, Chris Brown is now getting backlash. Now, he didn't get backlash when I discussed it on Sunday. However, he had to cut his comments off because Chris Brown made a post, and I think it's safe to say they need me, discussing that right after the Bad Bunny show and him implying that they needed him to perform. And I was like, no. Okay, again, I believe, look, I said it before, Chris Brown is a talented person, yeah. However, they're never going to allow him to perform. He beat up Rihanna. Chris Brown will always tour. He will always have fans. He will always have supporters of him in his own entity. However, the masses are never going to accept him based on the backlash that will come from anyone saying he beat up Rihanna. He beat up Karuchi. He's thrown shit out of windows. He has a dangerous, violent past. Now, again, as I said before, Dr. Dre has a whole award at the Grammys. Okay, but folks were upset with him, child. How you hate myself? The club, you can't get in. Why would we need an abuser? Bad Bunny doesn't hit women. No, bro, we don't need you. We good with Bad Bunny, best halftime show ever. No longer a fan of yours. Again, it's the fact that he chose to, again, everyone has their opinions on what could, should, and would be appropriate for things. But there also comes a time when you have to realize maybe this is not the moment for you to claim, hey, it should have been me. Because it feels like you're shitting on someone else's moment. It feels as if you are saying, hey, forget how great of a day they're having. It's about me and my peoples. It's about me, what I want and why I should do. And I'm like, they're never going to have you. Let me see, Chris Brown. They're never going to have you perform. And that's not even like a slight to Chris, but it's just factual. He may never abuse another person again. He may never get in any more trouble. Chris Brown will never be performing at the Grammys, in my opinion. Chris Brown will never be performing at the Super Bowl. Someone might bring him out to do a little two-step or whatever, but I don't see Jay-Z or anybody saying, hey, yeah, let's have Chris Brown perform. It's just not. He would do an amazing job, but it's not going to happen. And again, he had to cut his comments off because the folks was going in. They were absolutely going in. So he had to cut his comments off on his posts. But it's like you should just sometimes just be quiet. It's okay. Sometimes it's okay. I'm gonna stop sharing. Sometimes it's okay. My thing went off. It is okay sometimes to not say anything that is going to get you looked at as one, a hater, and as two, as someone shitting on someone else. Bad Bunny was already getting shit from the Caucasianites. Okay, Jimmy was saying, look, a Caucasianite is a Caucasian parasite. Okay, and not all white people are Caucasianites. Okay, Kid Rock is a Caucasianite. Okay, Betty White is Caucasian. Okay, we like Betty White. We like Betty White. We like Catherine O'Hara. There, Diane Keaton. You have Caucasian people who we cool with, and then Caucasianites. Okay, a Caucasianite is a parasite Caucasian person. Okay, so Chris, he already had Caucasianites coming at him. He didn't need you to. So sometimes shut up. Now, Bad Bunny, hold on. Gotta scroll down. Had the most viewed halftime show, 135 million watchers. Now, I don't know who watched the white people on that on the other thing. I don't think anyone watched that, but Bad Bunny proved that he deserved to be around there. He proved, hey, I am a showstopper. 135 million views. And so all the folks said, I'm not going to watch. I don't speak Spanish. I'm a boycott. No one boycotted. And if this is based on who did not watch, well, then y'all don't even matter at all. So congrats to Bad Bunny. Okay. We see Lady Gaga say congratulations and all that stuff. Okay. The white lady. Okay. Who else? Oh, Mace. Okay. Mason Bessa. Okay. The former rapper turned preacher turned podcaster.
First, shout out to the whole Latin community with so much going on with people in the border and what happened in Minnesota. This is some great point that we get to see Spanish people enjoying themselves in America. It is a free country. But when it comes to this particular selection, I think it was selected based upon the city they were going to be in and who they were appealing to. So, but I think it's kind of controversial because when you think of the NFL, though they want fans, I'm not sure, and this is just my take, I'm not sure if that's the fans that they were going for, but I believe the people that were in charge that picked the talent just made this pair. But it pales in comparison to all of the people that have gone before.
Shut up! That is so stupid.
What?
To me, it looks like the NFL is getting worse each year in their performance. That's for me as a performer. Thinking of a performance, if I had a
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
What?
budget to do a Super Bowl, you could do a greater show. I just think of that. Like you said, I had the privilege of seeing Purple Rain. I had the privilege of seeing Michael Jackson.
Comparing people in 2026 to Michael Jackson and Prince is unfair. Period. You can't do that. You can't do that. And to me, Bad Bunny, Bonito, okay, and Kendrick's performance, hell, even Usher's performance, to make it seem as if no one can be Michael or Prince is fucking ridiculous.
And then I'm just a person for excellence. So I think Chris Brown is way overdue.
Of course. Because, y'all, there's no one else who can save the day but Chris Brown. You have to get, child, Chris Brown is a savior. Okay, if Chris Brown does not perform, we are doomed.
I don't know how everybody feel about Chris Brown personally, but Chris Brown is way overdue. So when I look at the Super Bowl, I think the person who should be performing is the person that nobody is better than. And I could think of several artists that could have done a better job.
hold on.
Shut your mouth. Okay?
So you think only Chris Brown can save the day out of any other artist? Only Chris Brown, not any Caucasian artist, not any Latin artist. You want the former abusive, angry Chris Brown to come and do what? Perform Run It? Perform No Air? Now, Chris has hits. We're not knocking that. But I feel like trying to shit on Bad Bunny and say, oh, and someone could have came and did it better. Did you watch the Super Bowl? Did you watch it? If your hips don't work right, so you didn't get the motion of the ocean, that's on you, bad fucker. To me, anybody who did not feel the vibe of Bad Bunny performing is bad in bed. Okay, your hips don't move, you ain't got your stroke game off because you felt the fucking music. Bitch, what?
But shout out to Bad Bunny and the entire Latin community. I would give this a 4. I would give it a 4.
A 4? Nigga, you couldn't even perform at this girl.
In performance. Out of 1 to 10.
That's very interesting.
Mike. Chef.
Sometimes I hate Negroes. Hold on, because I want to show y'all some things. Okay, nigga, music off. Bad Bunny and them had people as the grass. They were making the actual sugarcane fields, and they had people as the grass. Okay. To say he did not put on a great show, and they had to go find 200 motherfuckers to put grass on and then stand still. Because my head would have been moving. Okay. So I feel like why? Where? Look applies. Y'all look applies.
Get that Bad Bunny.
If this wasn't you at home, you ain't shit.
That motherfucking Bad Bunny. Look at that motherfucking Bad Bunny. There you go. There you go, goddamn Bad Bunny.
This the vibe right here.
That goddamn Bad Bunny got me in this motherfucking.
It's a vibe. And if you don't fit the vibe check, then that's on you. I can't even comprehend people. Look, it's weird. It's weird that people that show me you have no spirit, you have no soul. Okay, the same thing we see Caucasian people who listen to our music and it makes them move because you feel what it is. You know what I'm saying? So anyone who was at home and did not at least snap their finger, tap their feet, little shoulder shrug or whatever, if you made no movement, you are horrible in bed, your dick ain't weak, you come fast, and your mama ain't shit. Okay, that is my opinion. Everyone I know liked it because you felt the vibe of the aura of the music. That is what it was. You didn't have to get up and shake ass. I'm saying, however, you had to feel the music. I'm like, what's wrong with you hoes? Okay, what's wrong with you hoes? Child, you gave a 4. A 4. Bad Bunny made light poles, climbed the light poles to represent the power outages and the bad power grids over there in Puerto Rico. But if you are too stupid to realize, girl, look at the banana fields. Look at Martin living la vida loca. To try to make it seem like because he was not singing or performing in English, that made it bad. Because if Bad Bunny would have sang English speaking songs, would anyone have complained? Because when Shakira and J-Lo was up there bitty bye, okay, when Shakira and J-Lo was out there singing their songs in English, but they are both others and Puerto Rican and whatever they are, okay, no one had any issue. But the fact that Bad Bunny performed in Spanish, oh God, it's the worst ever. Oh, he was gyrating. J-Lo and them had a whoa. Okay, they had a real fucking wedding. The couple on the thing was a real wedding. Girl. So all of the haters, oh, and also little boy he gave the Grammy to was not the little boy who was deported. Was it deported? Not deported. One Ice in them had. It wasn't him. Okay, but look. And I mean this with every fiber of my being. Anyone hating on Bad Bunny, your breath stink. Okay, your dick little. Mm-hmm. You take ass shots. Mm-hmm. We don't like you. Anyway. Mike Epps. Someone into Mike Epps. Mike Epps was doing a show. Hold on, let me scroll it. Hold on. He was doing a show. Where was he at? He was doing a show somewhere. I don't know where it was, and he cracked a joke regarding Nicki Minaj. Okay, y'all listen up.
Nicki Minaj out there getting a motherfucking train ran on her by Donald Trump now. They got her on there getting head and everything. Nicki Minaj out there getting a motherfucking train ran on her by Donald Trump now. They got her on there getting head and everything.
So I first saw the clip of this joke, I think 2 days ago. And I said, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna discuss it. And recently, like yesterday or today, he came out to apologize.
What's up, y'all? It's your man Mike Epps. Y'all know I'm Mr. Accountability. You know, I say stuff and do stuff, and then I go to bed, wake up the next morning, and you know, being prayed on and thought about it. Just want to apologize to you, Nicki Minaj, for saying the stuff that I said. Want to apologize to your husband, your kids, all of that for saying what I said. You know, I'm a comedian. Sometimes I get on that stage, you know, I have a little drink, and I go wild. You know what I mean? I'm non-filtered, for saying unfiltered. So just want to apologize to you. Not explaining myself, but I am Mr. Accountability. I love apologizing. Something a lot of people don't know how to do. Apologize to you, Nicki.
So, you know, when I saw a couple of posts about this earlier today, and I saw some folks saying, "Oh, you know, don't apologize, whatever, fuck Nicki." And I feel like while it is absolutely fuck her, okay, we are still not team Nicki Minaj. We still don't like her. Okay, we still is like bitch gone somewhere. We still, you know, she still.
It's almost hurtful to me to watch her be so dumb.
So we still don't rock with Nicki right now. But however, I feel like if someone would have made that joke about anyone else, you know what I'm saying? If anyone would have said, "Oh, Beyonce over there getting dildo by Kamala," I feel like if anyone would have said, "Oh, Megan over there getting around by," I don't know what you saying. If that was said about anyone we support, we would be upset because it did sound extremely harsh and disrespectful. Now, do I feel like in a way she wound again fucked by that man? Absolutely. Absolutely. Code 45 is absolutely ramming that lady up the flagpole and using her like a damn rag doll. I do agree with that. However, I like the fact that Mike realized, hey, maybe I shouldn't have said that she can train. You know what I'm saying? I fully get him and why he said sorry, because it did go maybe one step too far. And I don't want us to get to a place where, because we don't like her so much, we don't realize when someone says something unnecessary. Just say, she getting fucked. That's true. But she getting a train ran on her, and then the simulation of the train. I can get why that was a bit too much, but only because I would have been pissed had anyone made that joke about someone we support. We would have been upset. If a Caucasian comedian said it about someone we like, we would have been pissed off. But just because we don't like Nicki right now does not mean we can't understand Mike. You know what? I went too far. You got a husband who can't be around children, you know what I'm saying, your kid and whatever, blah, 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 blah. My bad. Okay, I shouldn't have said it. Now again, it don't make it not true. It does not make it untrue. However, I do want us to not perpetuate the bullshit. It's still fuck Nicki though. But she is getting fucked by the people. And that's what it is. Yo, I seen the fight. Look, Detroit basketball, Detroit people, okay, Detroit individuals, okay, if you come here and you work for this team and whatnot, I need people to know in Detroit we train to go. Okay, the Pistons versus the Hornets game last night, child, a whole melee ensued. They ejected 4 players around here from the things. Now, I also want to say this. We all remember the malice at the palace, okay? The Pistons versus the Pacers. I don't think there's ever been a worse altercation at a game since then, I don't believe. That shit was crazy, but we be like, let's go. This luckily was not in Detroit. It was not here. I do feel like if it would have been here, it could have got worse, because sometimes I don't know what it's going to. Because sometimes the audience and people from Detroit, we react. Okay. And I'm happy that no one got hurt, murdered, or maimed in the scuffle, in the fight at all. Because it could have got worse. It's right here. But look, I need y'all to understand, do not run up on no one from Detroit. Okay, I will gladly admit this. Sometimes we don't know how to wait and not react. Okay, sometimes we react and then ask questions later. So I'm just warning y'all, if you ever around somebody from the D, don't run up on us in any menacing way. We're gonna swing. Okay, and if we see you run up on our homie, we're gonna come up, okay? Because one player who wasn't even in the game ran from across the goddamn thing to fight, and I'm like, we are different beasts here, and that can be a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, I was like, girl, what is going on? Okay, then the damn other team, who was it, the Hawks and the Wolves, they scrapping too. I said, what is wrong with y'all people? What is going on? Girl, what was in the water yesterday? So, I need everybody to calm down. Child, look, the weather finna break. It's getting kind of warm outside or whatever. And I just need us to all calm down and let it be, bitch. Speaking of, hold on. Ja Rule and them. Now, I don't know where anyone was going where Ja Rule, Uncle Murder, and who else was it? And Tony Yayo was on the same fucking flight.
Fucking sucker. suck ass Ja Rule on the plane. Trying to punch suck ass up, you fucking sucker, suck ass. Yeah, Ja Rule threw out so fast. This way he was sick before we got him out of here.
Now I don't even know. I'm like, now why y'all on the same plane? Now why y'all on the same plane? Now it's weird because hold on, 50 Cent posted this because Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder, I guess, posted it or whatever, and they were saying that because Ja was by himself, they felt like Ja made a scene to be put off the plane to not be. First of all, if we beefing, you're not finna sit behind me for a flight no fucking where. Okay? And the fact of the matter, they was all fussing.
Ja Rule on the plane. Trying to punch suck ass. Sucker.
If I'm ever on a plane and I see Ja Rule in them, I'm getting off the plane. I'm like, wait a minute, how the fuck? And the fact that they were sitting directly behind him is weird to me. Now, they try to make it seem as if Ja like got scared and left. There was other footage that TMZ obtained showing Ja was trying to fight them niggas. Now let's hope that Ja Rule ain't got no eyebrow art on his pocket, because I'm like, what is happening? So Ja Rule said, I popped on these points by myself on a plane, laughed my ass off, pussy ass niggas. I threw the pillow at Yayo head because you soft. Knocked your head off. Shit was hilarious. Via TMZ, hi Ja, Jamie here from TMZ, reaching out on comment regarding a Delta flight. You were on Sunday morning. Witness tells us from SFO to JFK where Ja Rule got into an argument with Tony Yayo on a flight. Ja was the aggressor and yelled fantasies, saying he wanted to fight them, then throwing a pillow at Tony Yayo. Crew stepped in and pulled both guys off the plane for a bit. Yayo yelled back the planes are federal offense territory. He did nothing wrong. No one wants to be on the no-fly list. Okay, it ain't never worth it. Not today, not ever. Okay, it probably was. Y'all probably saw it. Right. Look, it's weird, but y'all are old. Ja Rule beef with 50 Cent in them is from when I was maybe in high school, maybe like 2000. Maybe I was out of high school. But again, it's so old. Beefing in 2026 with old rappers who you had beef with in the early 2000s, maybe even 99. What? But him, what? Y'all so funny. I call him on here, but I call him whatever. Like, who booked the flight? It's just even the fact that they were not only on the same flight, but sitting like next to each other is so like what? Because if Ja was in the front, because they said that Ja Rule got on after they did. So they were already seated when Ja came on. So imagine if Ja was sitting like behind them and maybe didn't notice them. I think because Ja was sitting in front of them and they saw him walk up, that's what caused the argument. But I'm not, bitch. That's like beef when somebody was beefing in high school. That is high school beef. You fucked the same cheerleader in high school and y'all still beefing in 30 years. It's so weird. But again, Ja's point was, y'all didn't run me off nowhere.
Ja Rule on the plane. Trying to punch suck ass. Sucker.
Because they made it seem as if, Ja Rule left, we ran him away. It's like, look, in real life, I feel like Ja Rule might beat them up. He's still strong. You know? I don't want to go home. Can someone let me off the plane? I don't want to be here. Okay, what is happening? Sir, can you please leave? Anyway, stop fussing with your old beefs. Okay, leave it be, leave it alone. I don't want to do it anymore. Who else I want to get into before I saw this. So y'all know that allegedly 21 Savage is with and dating what's her girl? Oh, what's her name, child? Lotto. Okay. I saw this video on Sunday and I was like, Kendall Jenner and 21 Savage. I was like, that's different. You know, and I'm like, they can't be a couple. But I did not notice that when 21 was walking, 21 is hugging the wall. Okay. He's like, I see the camera. I see the shit. I want to be as close to the wall and as far away from Kendall so it doesn't seem like we're together. Okay. He was like, nope. The wall. Okay. The wall. I don't want no smoke at all. So when Lotto, right when the footage came out, Lotto played that because again that man is on the wall. My man, my man, my man. Meaning, it is so easy to me for a story to be like, oh, Lotto, not Lotto. 21 Savage dating. It was a Kendall. And look at because I was like, that's 21 Savage. I was saying that's weird because he's with Lotto. We don't they don't be seen in public nowhere, okay? But I'm like, that man was like, I am on the wall. I think as soon as he saw the cameras, he said, nah, wall. Yeah, wall. I don't want not now part of it. Leave me alone. Give me the wall. Don't put me with her. That ain't my girlfriend. Because that's what the blogs would do. They've been twisted and twisted and twisted. But then she said, And the fact that she played only to the wall, bitch to the wall. Okay, get your ass to the wall. I don't care that I know you ain't with her. Get your ass over to the wall. Okay, over here. The wall. The wall is here. That's where you should be. I thought that was cute. And a bit funny. Okay. Now I want to get John, what I gotta do. Let's get to the thumbnail people. Let's do Meg. Look, I love love. Y'all know I love love. And it was, let me scroll. It was Clay's birthday. And Meg threw him a surprise little party child and a good time with that ball. Bitch, she got this is the thing. When you have a person that you like, when you have a person that you love, like, that you are interested in, you do things that make them happy. It be the simple shit. You know what I'm saying? You know he likes shrimp, you get him some shrimp or whatever it may be. So Megan threw him a quiet, intimate, friends and family event. Okay, surprise. And I don't know what's going on upstairs. So he was surprise, but she had Bone Thugs and Harmony. Okay, before me. I said, oh, not Bone Thugs. Now, first of all, I remember. First of all, Bone Thugs and Harmony are such a legendary rap group. Oh, I would love for them. Now, I don't know their fee, so I don't think I can afford them. Okay, but getting your man's favorite bands, rap bands of the 90s and the 2000s to perform at his party, Can y'all hear that? I just wonder if y'all can hear the ruckus over there. Okay. But no, having to perform. She also had him a little picnic outside on the beach. Okay, my man. Again, I'm not all 5 of them, bitch. Wishbone, lazy bone, crazy bone, flesh and bone, busy bone. Yeah, all the bones there, all the bones. You got all the bones there together as one. Okay. She also had a Michael Jackson impersonator. You do what your person like. You know what I'm saying? In any way, shape, or form that you celebrate the person that you deal with, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever it may be, you do the little shit they like. Okay. And I'm not going to think to have a Michael Jackson impersonator at the thing. Okay, with the good ass food, child. You better. Bitch, you better. Okay. So I said, Meg did her big one. And I like the fact that it felt like it was a small, intimate party that he will like. I'm gonna get his favorite people here. I'm gonna get his favorite band. The person is her, his food, child, a little cake, and whatnot. And good. So again, Meg said, "Oh, it's me. It's me." Okay, and my man is happy. We have to celebrate the girlies in happy and healthy relationships. They falling by the wayside daily, okay? Because Meg and Clay, they live together. His family love her, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. They accept her, and they're couple, they're together. But then, hold on. Child, Cardi, Stefon, they didn't broke up. Now look, I feel like the fact that when was it him? I don't want to call that man. I know you're busy. Whenever the Patriots won their game to make it to the Super Bowl, they were together. Okay, Cardi was at that game. They won. They go out to the Super Bowl. That was just maybe a week or two ago. Okay, so I'm like, it's not like they broke up a couple weeks ago, a month or so ago. They were hugged up, kissy at the damn game that the Patriots won to make it to the playoffs. When they won the playoffs, they were together. She was there. This is her in the outfit right here. That was probably 2 weeks ago. I believe. When did the Patriots win the playoffs? 2026. January 25th. Okay, that was again 2 weeks ago. The fact that within 2 weeks of happy, joyful love and affection, okay, that for some reason, look, I don't know why I heard folks saying, "Oh, Stefon allegedly brought some chick to the game." I heard all kind of rumors. I don't know if none of it is true. Okay, what we do know is they both unfollow each other. Okay, they both unfollow each other. I know at one point over the weekend, Cardi was out drinking at events because Cardi was at all of the Super Bowl events this weekend. Now she would have been there regardless of her dating him. Okay, However, she was at one event and they said, "Hey, Cardi, you have any advice or any good luck for, any words for Stefon? Good luck." And she walked away. And I felt maybe she drunk because she had said, "I've been drinking. I had all these shots. I'm a little bit drunk." And so I didn't take it as meaning, it's, it's in trouble, that child, they beefing. I didn't take it as that. I said, maybe she drunk and she don't feel like saying the wrong thing. And then they said, "Oh, they don't follow each other." I said, "Oh God." Now, also, they could just be upset at each other. It could have been a full argument. Again, her tour starting this week. I think her tour starts tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Her tour starting, him and the school. It could have just been hey, we pissed, we fussing and whatnot. And it could just be upset. And they both unfollow each other in upsetness. Now, we can't be surprised. We thought they broke up last time. So I don't know. But it seems they split. Okay, now again, we can't, girl, we already, we done lost it. Now look, I always say this. I never root for anyone to be in an unhealthy, toxic, whateverness of their stuff. If they're happy and healthy together, that's cool. I guess they didn't work out. I guess so. So yeah, they're done. Okay, let it be done. Y'all, the missing white lady known as Mama of Savannah Guthrie, she's still missing. Okay, they have not found her yet. But the police and them, the FBI, the I, released the camera footage of her house. So, someone absolutely knew what a camera was. They wore gloves. They wore a book bag, child. They wore all the stuff to cover themselves from being caught on the camera, a little Nest camera. Some folks felt like the last statement they gave meant, "Oh, we know my mama dead. We just give us our body back." Some said, "No, she probably alive." This is the weirdest, strangest events unfolding. Going to the bushes to get a little. Where's the video? Going to the bushes. Oh, I thought I had a better video of it. Because there was one. There was one where you see there's like a still picture. Maybe I don't have it anymore. Either way it go. One, they think the mom was abducted by a Tuscan area suspect. Okay. They, again, have this footage of the people, or at least the person who took her. They're still trying to figure out what's going on. So the first ransom letter was sent to two Tuscan television stations and TMZ, while a second letter was sent exclusively to one of those local stations. The was going to say this is apparent familiarity with Tuscan media stormy success suggests a local connection, meaning they still don't know where she at, who got her at all. Okay. It's just, child. It said the kidnappers promised to return the mama to Tuscan within 12 hours of receiving a $6 million ransom, placing the suspect within roughly 700 miles of the city. But they don't know nothing still. Okay, so the white lady's still missing. Okay. Child, you 2 hours late. I came on at 7, but it's okay. It's okay, girl. I just feel like, some folks felt like, oh, is it an inside job? It's getting weird. They keep releasing videos. She said this. Hold on.
Hi there, everybody. I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts as we enter into another week of this nightmare. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers and the love that we have felt, my sister and brother and I, and that our mom has felt. Because we believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers and that God is lifting her even in this moment and in this darkest place. We believe our mom is still out there. We need your help. Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock, trying to bring her home, trying to find her. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help. So I'm coming on just to ask you, not just for your prayers, but no matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything,
I kept on saying Tuscan. It's Tucson, girl.
Hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement. We are at an hour of desperation and we need your help.
So she said, child, help me. I need y'all to help me. You know, no one wants their parent to be missing. No one wants to have to ask the public, hey, I need your help in finding my mom. If mom, look, I have a hard time functioning. My mama is like on a plane on her way to a cruise. And since I can imagine not having any idea where my mother is and having to sit around and like figure that shit out. So I really do hope and pray they find whether she's dead or alive. Because it's even worse to have a missing parent and you just never know what happened to them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel horrible for that lady. However, I also feel like there are many, okay, missing people who are not getting their missing child, their missing Meemaw, their missing Pop on the news daily. Child, they be interrupting our soap operas for breaking news. So I'm not trying to be dismissive or hate on Savannah and them. All I'm saying is I don't know that lady. I hope they find that lady. I fully hope they find that lady. But I also feel like there are so many missing people who don't get this kind of coverage. There are so many missing people who don't have access to the news, to the cameras, to the celebrity status of it all, and they're hoping and praying that they're whoever, makes it back home. So I hope that at the end of the day, she's found. I also hope that anybody else who's missing a parent, a grandparent, or whatever, gets some attention to. I'm just saying, okay, because you child, when they're interrupting stuff on a regular basis with update or it's a little bit of footage, and I feel like they know nothing more today than they knew when she first went missing. And that's unfortunate because you would hope and think with the access they have to what's going on that maybe it'll be more information, but it's not. So again, I hope and pray they find her because no one wants a missing relative. It has to be heartbreaking, draining, stressful, because there's nothing you can do besides keep looking. So it's unfortunate she's still missing. Okay, we're gonna hope and pray, she come back around here eventually. What I got left, y'all? What's left? I be forgetting. We did Jay-Z because we did that with the Kid Rock thing. We discussed the bad boy. Let me do Tamar. Let me do Tamar. So first of all, because Tamar kind of ties into the GloRilla and them of it all. I think that's all that can be done. And I'll save the other stuff for tomorrow. Yes, anything else I have, I'll do for tomorrow. Well, yeah, I'll save other stuff for tomorrow. We're gonna just do this part. So the reason I put Tamar as around here, okay, and I said Tamar using GloRilla for mess, because Tamar is a messy, childish, attention-seeking alien from I Can Sing Out of Space. Okay, Tamar irks all of my nerves. Okay, because she be on bullshit. Now we know GloRilla is fussing with BroRilla, her sister, whatever. And when the Nerd Talk posted a piece, Tamar commented. And Tamar said, I'm praying for every Tawanda and every family. Now, this is my thing. No one was sitting around here thinking about Tamar, about Tawanda, about the Braxtons. Now, the Braxton show got canceled. Okay, the Braxton show got canceled. It will not be back for the end of the season. Once you fight your sisters, I think it's done. Once that happens, I don't think nothing. You can't come back from that. So, but I still feel like Tamar taking it upon herself to the messy bitch she is. It's proof to me Tamar can't function unless she's involved in some drama. Tamar like to say stuff to get attention. She wants folk to drag her, and she can think, I didn't say nothing. I would have, and I said, girl, hold on. Because my thought was, I said, if BroRilla is Tawanda, that still don't make you a Tony. I don't like feuding families. I don't. I think publicly, families beef in life. No one's perfect at all. Families publicly beefing to me is horrible. Okay. So Tamar taking this moment of stuff going on with GloRilla and her sister to try to drag Tawanda in it and make it seem as if Tawanda is a money hungry, attention seeking, wants the more popular family member to support her is the most disgusting thing you can say about a sibling. And it makes me feel like every time Tamar make it seem as if losing Tracy was so, life shattering. That isn't true if you're still willing to publicly beef with your sister. Now, I'm not saying that they can't be beefed out in real life, but why bring that shit to social media when it has nothing to do with you or Tawanda? Why even insert yourself in other folks' mess? You want to why? Because you're the messy ass bitch. And it aggravates me that Tamar will use GloRilla situation to beef with girl. Why you beef with Tawanda? We didn't think about y'all. So Tamar, girl, and when she come crying, oh my God, they messing with me. I didn't even do nothing. Girl, you want to be the Tony. You want to be the Tony. Oh man, you want to be the I don't know. But why would you ever try to beef with your sister on social media when y'all don't have to do none of that? This has shit to do with you. Okay, now let's get on to GloRilla, her little sister. So now the girl go by the name. Let me scroll down. I don't know the sister, but I saw this on TikTok.
I'm here with a very special guest today. Who am I here with?
Scarface.
Scarface.
Nah, she go by Scarface. And she actually does look like this a bald-headed GloRilla. They look just alike. Are they twins? I heard they were twins.
And if you don't know Scarface, you know who the hell Scarface is. You squint at her. Bald head GloRilla. You out to get it to your sister money?
Yeah, why I'm not?
What you do for her to get the money?
Laid on the floor with her.
Ass to ass or feet to head?
She pissed in the bed.
Now, why that's our business? Now, why is it our business if GloRilla pissed in the bed of the child? And why do you feel? Look, I am a firm believer in just because we are siblings does not mean that you are entitled to anything I have. Now, it is up to me if I want to give you some of whatever my fame or earnings are, but it's not a absolute requirement. I pay for you, bitch.
And blame it on me. He was a strong pisser. My shit was covered in piss.
With your sister's money, where you think you supposed to be at right now in life?
For you to be the one to make it out, you should have gave us a push start. Because Gloss was on some use and shit with my motherfucking money.
So with your money?
Yeah.
Where your money come at? You ain't got no money. You just said you ain't got no money.
At, bro? But you got all these friends and stuff, and the female that watch you get stomped out with you, like that's not fair. That's not right.
You just as bad as the people who stomped her out. Again, you should never use beefing with your sibling who is successful as a way for you to get recognized and to make money. That is disgusting.
Damn, 10 siblings, nobody got shit, but you the only one mad.
They mad, they just ain't bold enough, because I really don't give a fuck.
Because you poor. And I don't mean that in any demeaning way. What I mean is she don't have nothing to lose. So, of course, you don't care. You have nothing to lose. You only have things to gain.
So, yeah,
I can tell about the tattoos and miscellaneous places on your face. Like, you don't even give a fuck about a job. That's why you mad. You can't get a job. You trying to get her to give you the money because you walk in Wendy's right now. They go, hell no. And your sister ate your hot and spicy.
She ain't had my hot and spicy.
Yeah.
Your family straight ain't?
Hell no.
Why
I ain't straight.
I'm sitting there with another glow.
Listen, if you know that's your sister, how tight is you with your sister?
Well, you want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
Before she hit, we was cordial.
We ain't cool now.
Cordial? You think you gonna get the money now?
Shit, I'm gonna get in the dance. I don't give a fuck.
Your sister,
I'm obligated.
Your sister blocked me. I most definitely came to her first show here. Why she blocked me?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let's talk about that. Why she block you?
Like I wasn't struggling. I damn near ate roaches. We couldn't eat honey.
Why? Who eating roaches? What is that a thing? Now I've never lived with roaches. Okay. Why this is second? Who eating roaches? Why are they on the menu?
Honey smacks. See, the difference is with helping, you don't have to have money to help. Go to her damn studio session. Shit, drive her to the studio session. She ain't got no car. Take her to the studio session.
How we gonna do that? We ain't got no car.
Walk with her.
Gloria have always been the first to pick up friends over family anyway.
She ain't block you?
She ain't block me.
She love you. She ain't block you. Hey, what the hell you doing fighting a man?
He got mine. I don't know. Next question.
Swing back like you want to be a nigga. Hit that nigga. Shane.
Hell yeah, she got endorsement with Shane. I'm Googling her network every day and get mad at her.
Why are you Googling her network? Why would you Google, girl? Don't mind your business.
Is you a virgin?
Yeah.
You never fucked, never got fucked, never got pregnant.
I sucked dick before, but I ain't never.
You sucked dick before, girl.
Got no fucks and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Anyone saying I've never been fucked, but but you first of all, I need people to understand sucking dick should never be your first option. Okay? You should never suck a dick before you have sex. Okay? Now, once you've had sex, if you want to suck a dick, it's on you. Okay? But when anyone say I've never had sex, then why did you let the penis go in your mouth? That's where I feel like, to me, most lesbians should be scared to suck a dick to fuck one. I'm just saying, okay. Look, it ain't nothing wrong with sucking dick. Hey, do what you do, but girl,
What's a bull dagger? Was the dick you sucked her boyfriends or something? You did something that she ain't forgive you for, and they don't want to give you $2,500. How you feel about finesse?
Juicy booty ass hoe, fuck.
So again, that's the sister. To me, the sister is funny. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the sister did not have to beef with GloRilla to get on. You could have said, hey, I'm GloRilla's sister, and I have these funny stories about our childhood, and then get on that way. But GloRilla said, hold on, ho. Now she went live. Okay, I got a couple of clips of it. Okay.
You the only one that was in and out of foster care every other month because she couldn't get us to say that you was abusing us. We stayed with you. She was the one going our whole life because she called the police on you just because she got a whooping. Everybody get a whooping, but we ain't gonna call DCS on our mama because we getting whoopings.
Yeah,
we supposed to get whoopings.
You know, y'all used to stand together so strong when together.
That's GloRilla mama on a thing.
Together went up and y'all would get a little line and stick to it, and y'all would stand. Say my baby's gonna be together when they grow up because they know how to stick together against me and tell a lie. But you know, but I'm gonna keep praying.
Glo had her lips done too. Glo had her nose done and her lip done and her titties done. But she looks good.
But like I said, I don't like y'all being in the public because like I said, you gonna do stuff like go work because you still want to. So it ain't no point of like that's why I ain't want you. My mama begged me to put statements out to take her side, and no, she don't gotta do. You the only one that was in and out do all that. Mom, you keep doing what you want to do. You keep getting spoiled every month, and you keep working because you want to work because you don't want to lay on your back and beg nobody for nothing.
We resigned because the girl told where we were, the hours that we were going, so we had to resign.
And that's fine because you don't gotta. How many hours was you working there anyway?
Two, 3.
So you going to work for 2-3 hours, but she acting like you just need to go work there. I'm pretty sure that's $200 a week.
She didn't know we were working at first. And when I couldn't give her the money, I did, and I said, well, I'm working. She said, you working? So that made her think that I was struggling.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to also say this. I feel like quickly GloRilla and the sister don't talk. I feel like if the mama is still working for whatever reason, what does it matter? Unless the mama told you, BroRilla, okay, that she's pissed because GloRilla is not helping, what you mad for? The mama don't seem upset at all. The mama like, I'm living life, I'm good.
It's cool, ma. You taken care of. You can get whatever you want. You don't got to explain nothing. I let you come on here on my live so they can hear your side of the story because everybody hearing everybody's side of the story but mine because I wasn't going to say nothing. I was just going to do all that. Mom let God deal with it. But what she not finna do was just act like you were just this horrible parent. Okay, yes, we struggle. Everybody struggle. Like, it is what it is. Thank you, Mom, for raising me to be who I am. Thank you for giving me my name and marking me to be blessed to be able to take care of the people who take care of me. And I love you, and I thank you for all your time you spend with us as kids to where I'm in now. I love you, Mom. And you
also, the mama had 10 children. Okay, when you are a struggling family, you maybe don't make a whole lot of money, and you have 10 kids, it's gonna be a little bit rough, okay? But even GloRilla said like, yeah, we had a hard life, but mom still love me, whatever. But it do seem like GloRilla may not have gave them like, okay, mama, here go $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I think GloRilla, I feel like Glo helps enough to where the mama and the daddy ain't struggling, but they still have to do stuff to not be bored. You know what I'm saying? And the sister made it seem as if, well, Glo ain't helping. My parents weren't shit as parents. I sent my mama $1,300. It's like, girl, that could be a repayment of a loan. Who knows? But it seemed like it really ain't no beef between Glo and the parents.
You're such a beautiful person.
I love you too, baby. Thank you so much.
Let God deal.
Whatever happened in the
This the daddy.
Woods family ain't none of y'all goddamn business. That's my business. All them my children. Victoria needs her mother. She know better.
Tell the world how I treat you.
Man, look, you have been outstanding. I could never pay you back for all the shit. I don't know count.
You know that's all that matters. You and my mama taking care of, and I'm happy.
You take damn good care of me.
Thank you, Dad.
You take damn good, man.
You deserve
I ain't got
it.
no complaint.
You deserve
I
it.
could never pay you back for all you done. You done bought me cars, you gave me parts, you gave me plenty of money. I done traveled all over the United States with you. You have exceeded my wildest dream. Now, Glory, you know I love all y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Good, bad, and ugly. But at the same time, for somebody to sit online and lie on you like that, I said, damn.
Yeah.
That's really messed up. Whatever happened in the Woods family ain't none of y'all.
Wait, hold on. I got another one.
Remember when you had to apologize to me because you told me you snuck and started working at FedEx?
I did. Oh, and look, it's a lot of people there. Like if some I did confide in that were on my belt that I was your mom, and I told them that I didn't want to work. They saw that I didn't want to work. I was there 2 hours. Shift was 4 hours, and when they wanted to let somebody go, I'm just thanking my boss for letting me go. But no, I like the people on my belt and everything. Yeah, and yeah, I told you, I said, Gloria, no, I don't. It was after a while, I was scared to tell, because she retired me. She did, and she said, this baby's been good to me. She's been really good to me.
Remember when you had to apologize? No, honey.
So again, like I didn't retire, I'm a but machine working bitch.
But like I said, I don't be.
She said you working. So
yeah. So like I said, I was out. Dang, bro, y'all nosy. I'm gonna tell y'all what I don't like, and I'm real. I was gonna leave them alone. I was gonna take the high road. I take the high road about everything else. But like I said, I ain't gonna get on here and say everything you did to me as a kid. It's I don't know. I was a minor, so half of it ain't public record. I ain't gonna talk about how you got me sent to jail for a whole week.
Not sent to jail. Girl.
We ain't gonna talk about that. How you tried to shoot me and then set me up.
Like a pow pow. Now, first of all, if you ever try to shoot me, bitch, we will never talk again. We will never, ever. You can't try to shoot me.
You got me sent to jail. We ain't gonna talk about none of that. All right? I ain't gonna talk about half the stuff you did. Just leave it alone. You doing you right now. Keep doing you. Keep my family out of it. Keep me out of it. You see, you at where you at all because you said my name. You could have been saying my name and did a positive. You went about it the wrong way, y'all, and now you'll never get a penny out of me. And y'all saying other people, the ones y'all got y'all input to put on it, y'all ain't never been. My whole life, even before I was rich, I always been extra shit. I always been the one to do shit for motherfuckers. So y'all, the ones that feel where she coming from, y'all don't know shit because y'all ain't never been the ones to have shit. Like,
and that's on facts.
Extra shit, I always been the one to do literal mental patient. And they laughing at you and not with you. You making a fool out of yourself. I want you to know that. Like, I could have got on there and told them how you broke out of Lakeside. How you had to take an IQ test and they determined that you had to go to the mental hospital. And how you broke out that bitch. And they had to find you and come bring you back. You're a mental patient. So I'm not going to sit here and argue with you.
But is she mental?
And the world is making fun of you, and I hate that for you. But continue to get your money, continue to do whatever you do, but do it on your own, of your own name. Or you can use my name, but not in no bad way. Don't be on no, I'm GloRilla. Don't lie on me with it, bitch. You could have kept going with the stud Rilla shit. People saying you look like me, the stud version of me. bitch. Do
not GloRilla.
Do it like that. I might would have went ahead and did something with you, but I don't fuck with you. My siblings that I don't fuck with, they know why I don't fuck with them. Me getting money don't make it no difference. If I didn't fuck with you 7 years ago, you're a mental patient. And they last 7 years ago, I still don't fuck with you no matter that I got money, bitch. Go get your own money. Go get it how I had to get it, bitch.
Flat out. Look. Bitch. If we don't talk before, we ain't gonna talk after. Okay? If you ain't with me before, you not gonna be with me after. So her saying like, bitch, we wasn't cool before. I wasn't helping you before. So me getting money does not mean now we cool. No, you gonna be broke forever waiting on me.
Bitch, I don't owe you a fuck ass thing. Bitch. Now, I hope this run you up too, bitch. Go live screaming at the phone with your goddamn schizophrenic motherfucking ass and make you some money, bitch. And keep my name out your mouth, keep my mama name out your mouth, keep my daddy, keep my whole family name out your mouth, bitch. 7 years ago, I still don't fuck with you.
Oh, we used to have days when we wasn't eating.
Matter that I got money, bitch.
GloRilla said, bitch, leave me be hoe. Now, y'all know I don't never, ever, ever agree with Gucci. Not Gucci, Boosie. Y'all know I don't ever say, you know what? Boosie had a good ass point. But this one time, y'all, this one time at band camp, he making sense.
I want to speak on something right quick. I ain't siding with GloRilla, I ain't siding with BroRilla. But I do want to say, people be thinking we have more money than we have. Every artist who got 50 million ain't got 50 million. Every artist you think got 100 million ain't got 100 million. And you gotta understand that, like, if we get everybody, we gonna be broke. Juvenile said, if I get everybody, I'm gonna be broke, man. Just think if I got $1 million. I got 7 brothers and sisters, and a mom and dad. I give each y'all 100,000, I'm broke. If I really look out like you want me to look out, it's gone. So that's what I wanted to say about that, but I'm not siding with Glow or Blow because that's a family situation. I don't know what happened. I ain't getting no family business.
And I'm like, he right. Okay. I've said before, I don't feel, I'm not counting GloRilla pockets at all. However, I don't feel like GloRilla has the amount of money that people, even her sister, may think she has. Yeah, MC Hammer went broke trying to help everyone in the hood in Oakland. MC Hammer will go on tour with 200, 300 people because he wanted to get everybody paid, and he went broke doing that shit. Because you can't take everyone with you. Now, I don't think GloRilla has 10 mil in the bank sitting cash. I don't. I think Boosie right. If she was to take care of all the people, her 10 siblings plus her parents, she would then go broke. She can't do it. Even though, look, the girl, BroRilla said, "Oh, give me like 2,500." They're gonna keep wanting more and more and more and more and more. And Glo was right, bitch. Use your own name to get popping. You could have used me too, but you used me in a negative way. You trying to make it seem as if I'm not a good person because I won't pay for you, bitch. I don't owe you nothing. I'm gonna choke on my words trying to say Boosie was right. I will never say it again. Yeah, Bobby Brown went broke. A lot of people go broke when you make a little bit of money and you then want to pay for every. It's like you can't do that at all, especially if it's family members you really wasn't cool with before. Like, I'm a firm believer in blood do not make you family. The bond you build with people will make you family. You're lucky if the bond you build with people includes blood relatives. But I'm not going to break myself into pieces and give away money because we have a blood relation. If we ain't rocking with each other at all. So, look, I think she older too. The sister is older. But it's weird to see how she's literally using negativity to grow as a social media person. When you could have easily just said, hey, I'm the sister of GloRilla, and this is my version of us growing up, but not make it seem as if GloRilla owed you money because she's rich. Because GloRilla probably does have about a good $5 million sitting somewhere based on brands and her performance and all that stuff. I do think she had a good $5 million, but she has to still pay for life and keep grinding and keep growing. And if I'm trying to help 13 people with 11, with 10, no 12, because the 10 kids, well, no, I think it's 10, so 10, so 9 siblings and 2 parents. If I'm trying to help 11 people, and right now I only have $5 million sitting, we're gonna all be broke in 5 years. Period. So I'm team GloRilla on here. I look, blood, don't make you family. I don't owe you shit, ho. Leave me alone, bitch. Okay. But Glo said, get out my face.
Sheen, all types of
Sheen?
Hell yeah, she got an endorsement with Sheen. I'm Googling her network every day and getting mad and madder.
That's lying, though. Let me Google her network.
She do got endorsement with Sheen.
Let me Google her network.
Like up there looking at your sister's network to see what you can get is crazy. Look, having to file bankruptcy because you don't have nothing left for helping take care of other people is you only file bankruptcy because of what you did. Okay. Don't you allow other people to get you down in a because Toni Braxton filed twice. Toni Braxton filed bankruptcy twice. But again, a lot of people file bankruptcy for whatever the reason may be. But learn from it is what I always tell folks, child. Anyway, y'all, we're done. 2 hours and a half. I will be live tomorrow at 9 p.m. So make sure, okay, to come around here tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love you. Tomorrow. You're only a day away. Okay. I had a great time with y'all, child. Did y'all have a good time with me? I had a good time. Okay. Y'all make sure to like the video. Okay. Subscribe to the channel and all the stuff. Follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay. It's always the thing to do. What's the peach update? Oh, who's peach? What that mean? What's the peach update? Yeah, YouTube be hating. YouTube be hating. But I will be live tomorrow, 9 p.m. Oh, Peach Mac the child. That was too ratchet for me. I let it go. I said, child, I can't do it. Can't do it. But we will see what we get into tomorrow, what topics we discuss, but a good time will always be had by all. Again, tomorrow, 9 p.m. and whatnot. But y'all like the video and have a good rest of y'all evening. Okay. And yeah, I love y'all. Y'all love me. I do. I gotta go. Bye.